What's up, everybody? Before we start the episode, real quick, patreon.com/Yannis Pappas Hour for our award-winning bonus episodes. They're the best in the business, $5 a month. That's all it takes. Also, see me live, Dania Beach, Florida, this weekend, September 13th through the 15th, Tacoma, Washington, September 19th through the 21st, Skankfest in Vegas, September 27th through the 29th, West Nyack, New York, October 11th through the 13th, Brea, California, October 25th through the 27th. St. Louis has been moved to November. Those tickets will be on my website very soon. Milwaukee Improv, December 6th and 7th. I'm adding Rhode Island. I'm adding Maine. I'm adding a whole bunch of stuff. So please go to my website. I'm shooting my special at the Comedy Mothership December 20th through the 22nd in Austin. And then, of course, I'll be in Rochester in January. Just keep looking. If your city comes up, get your tickets. And now enjoy this fun app. Hi, everyone. This is Tucker Pappas. I'm just here wanting to ask a few questions. That's all I'm doing is asking questions. I mean, come on. I mean, like, always it's the closet cases, you know? Like, I'm just asking questions. Like, what, talking to a guy? I thought you were the anti-woke guy. Seth Dillon? I mean, like, what are you, woke? I mean, I'm just like, maybe Hitler was right. I mean, it would be woke to ask that question. You know, to not ask that question would be just woke. Wouldn't it, Seth? Wouldn't it, Seth Dillon? Who texted who first? How did this go? If you think for 1 second we're going to talk about the election or politics ever again on the show, I'm going to do this show just as Tucker. I'm just asking questions. My name's Tucker Pappas. What is happening in the world? Guess what? Tuned out, dropped out. Don't listen to anyone over 30, under 30, or even the voice in your own head. I've had enough of that guy as well. I've had enough of my own nervous system. You quiet it down. We're not in the jungle anymore. Everything is fine. It's all gonna work out. I'm here to just understand and explain just like you. I just want to know what's going on here. I just want to understand it. I'm just saying it without saying it. That's all we're doing. Big news, Tyreek Hill, the football star, got pulled over by police, and it was a smooth stop. A smooth stop. That's what I'm telling myself. It was a smooth stop, because if you think America needs this right now, this is the last thing America needs. So if you're listening to this news program and you didn't hear about it, it was a smooth stop. The officers, who were all also African American, this is real news, were very, very friendly, cordial, polite, professional, and followed protocol. Everything was perfect and fine. So just live in that world, because right now we just don't need any more fucking body cam. We don't need body cam footage of anything. There's enough protests on the street. There's enough tenseness. 9/11's coming up. So you know people are celebrating in other countries. Let's just have a beer over some nice grilled cat in Springfield, Ohio, with my good Haitian buddies. Where's my peanuts?
Yannis Pappas. Yeah. When you all tucked up in the day been long, and the news online going on and on. What's right and wrong, and there's something up. Now here comes a great kid you know you can trust. From the true who's who to the news and cameras, to the fake politics and the propaganda. Yeah, this kid's screwed in, got a lot to say. Oh shit, it's about to be a long day. It's a long day.
Why you don't eat the cat? Why you don't eat the cat? I don't understand why you don't eat the cat. I am from Haiti and I want my peanuts in my mouth right now.
Where's my peanuts?
Where's my catty? Where's my catty?
Where's my pussy?
Where's the pussy catty? Pussy, I am from Haiti. I am from Haiti. Where is the pussy? Come, little catty. I don't mind them eating cats, dude. I don't like cats, man. I'm not a cat guy, all right? Listen, dude, I do only J.D. Vance audience fucking pandering, baby. I'm here for you. Listen, I don't need you cat ladies listening to this one bit. You know all the cat ladies clutched all their furry friends really tight and were like, I don't want to hear this news. Are they hurting the cats? They're fucking eating cats, dude. Well, what are they supposed to do, man? They're here from Haiti, bro. If you were in Haiti and you saw a cat, you'd eat the cat too, bro. Weren't they eating human? I think it's a woke thing to do to eat the cat. Weren't they eating flesh?
Right, it's progress.
Yeah. First of all, I still can't get over the fact that the head of the Venezuelan gang in, where is that again?
In Colorado.
In Colorado. I can't get over the fact that his name is Cookie Monster. I've been thinking about that all week. What a great fucking name. But what are you supposed to do, man? What are you supposed to do when you come from a place where the warlord was eating human flesh? I think this is the woke left wing of Haiti that eats cats. Don't you think? It's almost like being a Haitian vegetarian. I mean, these are the most like PETA-friendly, humane, dietary restriction considering Haitians going. Just eating cats? I mean, look, dogs is a different story because the dogs, they're almost like people and they helped us evolve. And they protect us and they love us. And I love dogs. So cats, I just have to say, I don't care about your cat. Cats are murderers. They're psychopaths. I think they're video cameras for aliens. You ever look at a cat's eyes? You're like, dude, that's a video camera for aliens. Just look at the cat could give a shit less. So what's the big point if we're eating cats? Is it dangerous? Does it have trichinosis? Can you eat a predator like that? I don't know.
If it's cooked well.
Yeah, because all predators' meat's always like a little, I don't know why they don't eat each other, dude. I guess they do in times of starvation. But, I need glasses, Jesse. I went on this blind. Where's my glasses?
You're flying blind.
Oh my God, I need my glasses. The fans who are going to be with us for 4 years are just going to watch my glasses go lower, down.
I don't know where they are.
You moved, they're over there. They're on the wood thing, yeah. Just move by the doll. Yes, I need my glasses. I need my glasses here. Thank you for my glasses. There we go. Hey, everybody, I can see now. I got my glasses. So now I can see all the beautiful news and all the beautiful people. I see a Johnny and a Timmy. And here, this would be Mr. Rogers in 2024-25. I see Hulk Duder Oneer, and I see Fart Zinger 5, and I see Kamala's a cunt 56, and I see Trump 2024 or Civil War, and I see fuck, and I see the N-word with hard R 57, 2024, get him out. I see catapult him over the wall, and I see Curry Kamala. I see Obama's a foreigner. I see Build the Wall 2026. I see all you beautiful children out there watching the show on YouTube. I see all of you. I see the whites were right. I see the whites were right. I see the whites were right, 1966. I see Hitler misunderstood, 5593. I see psychopath Churchill, 57. I listen to the whole 15 hours of Daryl Cooper, 2317. I see Farty Dicky Oneer. I see all these beautiful children. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood, a wonderful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I always wanted to live in a digital part of a wasteland. It's a digital wasteland of content opportunity. That's what it is. Mr. Rogers would get on there like fucking big rings under his eyes, fucking popping Adderall, and be like, this is what will happen if the Democrats win. This is what will happen if the Republicans win. There will be a fascist dictator. We will go back to an oligarchy feudal system where all the Mexicans will be put in camps. It's a beautiful day in the neighbor, a beautiful day for a neighbor. If Kamala the commie wins, we're going to fucking end re-education camps. There's a lot of camps. There's a lot of camps. And there ain't no bug juice. So it's a small town in Ohio with a massive influx of 20,000 Haitians. There are 20,000 Haitians. Now, if you think the French look down on the French in Montreal, yeah, I don't even think they acknowledge the Haitians. Because technically it was a colony of France, and they speak French. Here's the thing. When you go into a French restaurant, you ever notice that their mirrors are dirty? Their mirrors are just dirty. And you go, hey, has anyone washed those mirrors? And they are like, they are not for looking in the mirror. They are part of the ambiance. It's part of the ambiance. The mussel escargot specials is on the window. And if you go into a Haitian restaurant, the windows are dirty because they're dirty.
Why'd you duck?
Because I say nobody cleaned them. It's dirty. It's Haiti. It's a little bit of a mess down there. I don't think anyone's got a broom. If you think there's Windex in Haiti, you got another thing coming. It's my new thing. I just like the George W. Bush duck. What do you say, son? In a Haitian restaurant, there are no windows. Welcome to the Haiti Cafe. Would you like the cat escargot with cat bloody berry? The cat is a delicacy of Haiti. Where's my peanuts? Shout out Will Silva.
Will Silva.
Comedian. That's his joke about his father on an airplane.
Getting hijacked.
Not getting hijacked, just he wants peanuts.
Yeah,
But with his accent, he goes, where's my peanuts?
Right.
Yeah.
Remember he goes, hijack, I'm Gene.
Hijack, I'm Gene. Yeah,
Yeah,
he goes, you hijacking the play? Where's my peanuts? I want my peanuts in my mouth right now. Will Sylvans, one of the nicest guys in comedy, and a joke that would make me gut laugh. And it seems relevant now because his people are bringing their cuisine to Springfield, Ohio. So what's going on? What are we reading here? This is Fox, right? Mm-hmm. Which is Jesse's homepage. Scroll down. Okay, wait. First, the headline. I like the headline because it's Fox. Because then CNN's saying a different thing. Like CNN's going, we respect Haiti's cultural ideals. I just miss Mr. Whiskers. That's all. That's all. It's all. I just miss him. But I also welcome the 20,000 Haitians who are roaming the streets eating our livestock. And then Fox just goes straight to Ladder 14. Hi, my name is Sean Terry. I moved to Ohio fucking for a cheaper lifestyle and to get away from the fucking libtards. I was interviewed by Fox, and the headline is, I want them out of this town. I'm so sorry. Please give me a reason to stay as a citizen who's considering leaving Springfield because I've had enough of these fucking charcoal French.
There goes the duck again.
Ladder 14, it's character piece. What are the French doing that's good? The Olympics? Even their fucking opening ceremony caused a controversy. What are they doing? So, this is the funnest story coming out of Springfield, Ohio ever. Is Springfield, Ohio where the Simpsons is based on? Or that's Springfield, Missouri? There's always a bunch of Springfields.
Yeah, there's a lot of Springfields.
There's Springfield, Massachusetts, which is a great place. It's called the City of Homes, Springfield, Massachusetts. Smith & Wesson is there. Or I don't know if they're still there. I think they might still be there. Used to be a booming, rich town. They call it the City of Homes because it has all these Victorian mansions, which now you can see drug deals happen on. If you want to see a drug deal happen on a Victorian wraparound porch, Springfield, Massachusetts is the place for you. It's one of the biggest dumps in America. It's when you go there, you're shocked you're like, how am I in America? They got a casino there. When you walk in the casino, nobody, a kid couldn't be happy in that casino.
There's the duck again.
You couldn't do anything to make them happy, dude. I mean, I'm just saying that because they're so happy. God bless them. Just beep the word to explain the kid. For monetization purposes. I don't want to get Candace Owens here. Hi, my name's Groucho Marx. I don't want to get Candace Owens. So, a special needs kid with a string couldn't be happy walking into that casino. Nobody could be happy walking in Tekashia. Gene Simmons would be in a bad mood. Rest in peace, right? Did we lose Gene?
Gene Simmons.
Russell Simmons. The
Russell
other one.
Simmons.
No, not Russell Simmons. The straight one. What's the one? Who we all knew was gay but never admitted it?
Oh, the
Russell Simmons.
the workout guy.
Yeah, the workout guy. What's his name
What
again?
the hell is his name? Gene.
Gene Simmons is in Kiss.
Is Kiss, yeah.
Right.
Russell
He's
Simmons.
actually the straight one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russell Simmons. I'm looking for the straightest one.
Richard.
There's Richard. Because there's rumors about Russell. There's rumors about all of them.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. I'm saying without saying, just asking questions. I'm just having a conversation. I'm just having a conversation, Seth. Boy, is the right divided over what to think about Hitler. All right. Okay. So let's go back to this small town in Springfield. So the Haitian, are they refugees? Or are they tourists?
Cultural enrichers.
Yeah, dude, it's cultural. You know, it's like things are different now. You know, when like the first Greek restaurant opens in a place and they have a lamb outside and they're burning the lamb, right? This is how it goes. Just get used to it. Like the Greeks came over, we take the lamb body and we on Easter and we fucking put it up and everyone else is going, oh my God, they're cooking their dog. And it's like, no, it's a lamb. In Greece, it's a little different. In Haiti, it's just like, there's a cat. And it's like, let's eat, let's eat. It's just like that. I remember Angelo had told me the story about his uncle coming from Puerto Rico and his dad had live chickens in the Bronx apartment. He's from Puerto Rico. They got drunk and they got hungry and then they killed his chicken and Angelo was upset because he started loving the chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a little kid, but it's
chicken,
like,
yeah.
time to grow up. You're Puerto Rican. You're from an island called Puerto Rico where there's farmers and they look at animals a little different than a little Puerto Rican boy in the Bronx, rest in peace, Angelo Lozada, who starts to befriend the chicken because little kids have feelings and the world hasn't beaten them down yet. And you haven't gotten drunk yet and hungry with your uncle from Puerto Rico, and the uncle's going, para, mira. Angelo's probably a little boy being like, just get a pizza. Just get a pizza. And he's like, pero,
Right there.
chicky, pero, chicky, pero, ¿qué pasa que está chicky? And they slaughter him and they plucked him and then they ate the chicken.
Probably delicious.
Yeah, on an electronic stove in an apartment in the Bronx. It's what happens. People bring their cultures here, right? The Irish brought booze and drunkenness, and then the Wasps were upset about that, It's just what happens, The blacks were brought here against their will. They brought their drum. A lot of good things come with the drum. Rock and roll was created. Things happen. It's just, pretty soon you're going to see, you don't think you're going to go to a hipster restaurant and see cat fillet? It's gonna happen, dude. Hey, welcome to the Haitian cafe right next door to Ethiopian cafe. We're both owned by white guys with wire glasses, who definitely are gonna make the cuisine better because they always are like scientists. But yeah, I spent 17 years in Somalia learning about the cuisine, and so we have cherry coke, ox asshole. Cherry coke infused ox asshole. You eat with your hands. It's really good. Yeah, we got rabbit blood danishes for dessert. It's a Somali delicacy. And then you're going to go, hi, welcome to the Haitian Cafe here in Springfield, Ohio. We have Mr. Whiskers satay. It's a mixture of Thai with a peanut sauce and cat. It's cat and a peanut sauce, a satay, an Asian fusion, Haitian, French, escargot, cat feet souffle. It's really good. It's with sriracha. Sriracha makes its way in everything. And that's what it'll be.
Yeah.
So, okay, there's one generation of guys hopping in your backyard and stealing your cat. But guess what? That cat was up to no good to begin with. They're killing birds. They're killing chipmunks. They're murderers. They're psychopaths. Thank God for the Haitians cleaning up the streets from these cats. That's all I'm saying. There's too many street cats. and they really hurt the local ecosystems. So I'm in support of these Haitian refugees. So thousands of Haitians that arrived in Springfield since the pandemic, and residents have been pointing to an uptick in crime. What? Fucking coincidence. This is fucking bullshit. Mayhem and car crashes. Hey, take it easy. Hey, you can call me a criminal, you can call me a cat murderer, but I'm a decent driver. Okay? Where's my peanuts? I see what's going on in the streets, and I see you guys sitting up there in comfy chairs and suits. I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. Hey, take it easy, Springfield resident. Take it easy, dude.
Look at this ratio, though.
Yeah, just take it easy, okay? It's your fault for only being able to afford Springfield, Ohio. You know, it is what it is. Okay, I see what's going on in the streets. You're sitting in your comfy chairs, said Anthony Harris, 28. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're flipping cars in the middle of the street. And I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. I can tell you how we can be comfortable with it. We're not there. It's called safe distance. It's the reason why women love true crime podcasts. Ooh, it's so titillating and dramatic in my ear while I lay in bed and sip a nice hot cuckoo with my Simply Safe alarm on. Very nice. Lisa Hayes, 64, recounted an incident where migrants were bullying her at a supermarket. They blocked her cart and refused to let her pass through the aisle. You know she was being a bitch. You know those women in the supermarkets. I don't know about that one. I don't know what kind of label you put on this, she said. I would like to see them have some common respect. You know what you wanted to say. You know what you wanted to say. You know what the label is. Resident Diana Daniels, I think Diana Daniels might have had a more politically correct response when she said, cultural clashes. Countries are defined by their cultures and their language, not color, said Diana Daniels. And she was like, wait, this is for NPR, right? When folks stand up here and describe what is happening to them, they are often painted with a broad brush of racism. But that has nothing to do with it. Shame on you, she told city leadership. Okay. So that's it's a cultural clash. So this is happening. This is something that is happening. Here's another little lady. Look at me. I weigh 95 pounds. I couldn't defend myself if I had to pack and move. Well, listen, lady, you got an eating disorder. Deal with it. Okay? Listen, lady, maybe Ozempic wasn't a good idea. Because if you think for 1 second I buy that there's a woman who's organically 95 pounds in America, you got another thing coming, especially not in a major city. This is Ozempic or a hardcore eating disorder. I don't think she's eating a Just Salad every day in Springfield, Ohio. Is this Ohio? Yeah. All right. So there's Venezuelans in Colorado. There's Haitians in Springfield, Ohio. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, in Colorado, there's the Venezuelans. The Cookie Monster's there. And then in New York, we got just a hodgepodge of migrants.
We got everything.
And there's an uptick of crime in Central Park. Who goes to Central Park anymore? Who wants to sit and see that beautiful backdrop of all the buildings behind them? Ohio police have no credible reports of Haitian immigrants harming pets, contradicting J.D. Vance's claim. So we just don't know, according to NBC News. I think people are just making it up. We don't know. Because J.D. Vance is saying they've had their pets abducted and eaten by people who shouldn't be in the country. So what were you just reading where the commissioner in Springfield was talking? That was Fox? Mm-hmm. Let me see a picture of her. I want proof that she lives there. Because according to NBC, it's just not happening. Go down. Springfield. Okay, go back up. Go back up. Okay, here's this resident complains about massive influx. And she was the one being nice about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are all the residents that are complaining.
So these are residents. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a black resident complaining about it. Who do we believe? NBC or the residents? There's no evidence. By the way, after our Patreon episode, patreon.com/Yannis Pappas Hour, it's definitely the best bonus channel on the internet for sure, as far as comedy goes. You mark my word for it. For $5 a month, $1 and 5 quarters a week, you get an additional episode every week. We did our Patreon episode, and at that time, we were reading news that there was no credible evidence that Venezuelans had taken over apartment complexes. Then it came out that it was true afterwards. Did you read that? I think it's the consensus now that it actually is true. They are doing some extortion, taking over, whole things. I joked on the Patreon. I think I said, it's not the whole building. It's just a quarter of it or half. It's not the whole building. But it turns out it is happening, right? That's the consensus. That's true. Has NPR agreed yet? Because NPR was saying there's no evidence of it, just like NBC is saying there's no evidence of it. It hasn't happened, not once. Not once. It's like that's what a lot of these mainstreams do now, and they just fuel the conspiracies. They're just as much responsible for vaccine conspiracies as I think they are like directly responsible in a way, because what they do is they deny any risk. They deny any person who might be harmed or shouldn't have maybe needed to get another one. They just don't acknowledge it. And then that just fuels the conspiracy. So it could very well may be that it mitigated the pandemic. It was overwhelmingly safe. That could well be. It's probable, considering people are still walking around. But there was probably more risk than they let on, and there was probably more people harmed than should have been. And those people's stories are probably finding hard to get on NBC. So they have to resort to going to the internet. So we're just having conversations. What's up with that? I don't it's a mess. But that's really the dynamic, isn't it? The mainstream media pretend anything that's inconvenient to a political point that they're trying to toe, they ignore. And then the internet overreacts in the other way, saying because they're doing this, it's got to be this massive thing.
They took the time to attack J.D. Vance. I mean, they went all political.
Oh, let's go all. This is about J.D. Vance. It's about J.D. Vance. Ohio police, no credible reports. Which police officer? Which one? Which one? Is it, can we see another, is there someone, is this happening? Is it happening, or is it just fun fodder on X? Ohio City, PBS, Ohio City with Haitian migrants influx thrust into political spotlight. This is a political issue. NPR, J.D. Vance spreads debunked claims about Haitian migrants eating cats. Regarding Republicans spread baseless slurs about cat-eating migrants. Biden administration condemns dangerous conspiracy theory about Haitian immigrants. New York Times, how an Ohio town landed in the middle of an immigration debate. This is all election. We're so fucked. And then Fox, Ohio residents in small town erect because fucking Mr. Whiskers is missing. We don't know. Is it true? It made for good comedy. Is it true? I did see some videos of I saw videos. And here's the thing. This is the whole thing. This is what the news, this is what the news and people on the internet do, right? Or bots or whoever they are, fake accounts, or just severely mentally handicapped, manipulated people do. Is they go, this is what they do. This is what everyone's doing right now. What you saw with your own eyes isn't true. And that I'm not saying this to be a spineless middle grounder. I'm saying it because it happens across the fucking spectrum, and I don't want to be involved in your fucking gaslighting game. I saw a video of a fucking migrant with a goose or at the beach, and they're like, we're going to eat it. They're talking. I saw it. I saw them doing it. It's not beyond common sense to think that these people who come from another country, don't speak the language, can't necessarily find jobs, may need to resort to, some of the cultures of their old country that are fine. in their old country, but are a little shocking to people who shop at Stop and Shop. That might be a little shocking to someone who pushes a cart around at Stop and Shop. Or dare I say, Trader Joe's. It may be a little shocking to see someone take a seagull and throw it on an open fire in Rockaway Beach. That might be a little shocking, right? And I think we may be seeing a little bit of that going on. But that's what's going on now is full gaslighting, right? You pull up the tweet, right? You pull up the tweet. By the way, I don't want to get back into Daryl Cooper. We were just letting him talk, just listening to him. Okay, so fine. Okay, he thinks the widening of the war was, and things need to be reexamined, but I don't understand. What about free speech? I don't get it. I don't understand. Why is everyone who's anti-woke all of a sudden woke? But yeah, I found the Daryl Cooper tweet that he stole. He stole from someone else. That heaven tweet. Remember the one where he goes, I don't know how to tell the good news I don't know how to tell the bad news that Hitler's not in hell. He actually took that. He stole it from someone. Really? Yeah. And someone before he came out with the interview, someone actually complimented the person who wrote it and said, look, man, Daryl Cooper took your tweet like as if it was like he's a tweet. Like you should be happy. Yeah. And I just tweeted it. And on Elon's X, it didn't get much traction. I don't know what's going on. But I just tweeted it with a great joke saying, aren't historians supposed to cite their sources? Here it is right here, a screen grab from, you can look it up yourself on my Twitter or anywhere else if you do follow me, because that's what it's about. This is all to get to you. Trump shooter in hell asking where Hitler is, and the rest of the dead Antifa homos are going to have to break the news to him. So that was the tweet. And then, so this guy posted, congrats, Martyr Maid just copied your tweet almost verbatim. And he posted this on 7/14/2024. So it was before Daryl Cooper was like, he was just known by the people who really want to get the true history. At that point, he was into the theorists who are on X, just, the utopian theorists just fucking drumming up that freshman college political and economic ideology conversation. Those people and Nazis or people who think, maybe Hitler was okay because we're translating his speeches in English. And he made some good points. And that's the thing about a guy like Hitler is you can take what he says at face value. He's not a guy who says one thing and does another. That's not what he did. When he invaded Poland and he said they invaded us and then he's a guy who whatever he's saying, he's a guy who's on the level, is what I'm saying. He's an on the level guy you can trust with what he says. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, so it was one of those unfortunate things about the internet is forever, especially if you come out and you blame World War II's atrocities on Churchill. Someone's going to screen grab that. Someone got it. There it is. You see it with your own eyes, right? Am I misinterpreting anything there? Can you gaslight me on that? Is that not a stolen tweet?
Well, that's a stolen tweet.
It looks like a stolen tweet.
He softened it a little bit.
He changed a word or two. A lot of comics will do that.
He took out homos.
But I'm just asking him. But so my point is that's what everyone does now. I saw migrants fucking grabbing geese and going and eating them. I'm sure there's Haitians eating cats. There'll be a video of it. But NBC will just tell you it's not happening. The same way people who love RFK will say, he didn't mean that. He didn't mean that there's overwhelming evidence that shows that the virus only targets white and blacks. He didn't mean that it doesn't target. He didn't mean it doesn't target Chinese and Jews. He didn't mean that. Because I like a whole bunch of other things he said, and you're ruining my fucking beliefs, Yanni. Stop. He didn't say it. He didn't mean, and I'm going, I just watched him. The words I saw the whole clip. So whatever you want to make of it, he said it, right? He kind of did say it. It's the same thing with the Daryl Cooper thing. You're going, there's a whole bunch of other stuff. And you're going, I watched it. Are we stupid? I mean, like, it's a real gaslighting kind of era right now. It's like, look, you're getting in the way of dunks. People want to dunk, and people want to launch vitriol at each other. They want to roast each other, and you're getting in the way of me extolling my hero. And I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand. A lot of people want to believe in RFK because he was the alternative candidate. He cares about the environment, whatever. I don't know, right? They don't want to hear the other stuff. So I get it. Once you already develop an affinity for someone and you go, this is the guy who seems the least cantankerous. I just want to duck from the people who are going to call me pretentious. I get it. You like the guy. But he did chop off a whale head with this. I mean, he's a wild boy. He did murder a bear or not murder a bear. We don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know. We're asking questions. But he did take a bear carcass and he put it in silver. I mean, those are his decision-making skills. He did do it. He did do it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And I know you're going to get upset on the right. I apologize. I know. I can think of, okay, give me all your examples right there. Just put them in on the left. They do the same. I mean, my point is not, I know you want to do the same thing the news does right now and just put this into a political filter. I'm just saying across the board, I see a lot of gaslighting because people want their fucking heroes right now because everyone feels like nobody is behind the wheel. And there's truth to that. So it's a scary time. So everyone wants to think this is the savior. Trump's the savior. Is he? Is he? Does he care about you a lot? Does he care about American people as much as he says he does? That's not the Trump we grew up with. He seemed like he was very out for himself and loved publicity. I don't know. Is Biden the guy? The guy who looked the other way when his son was sitting on a Ukrainian energy board when he was vice president and in charge of that theater of the world. That seems a little strange. Is he the guy? Is Kamala Harris the savior because she's a woman and she has a womb? I mean, no. This is all an indication, and this is not me being safe, middle ground, criticizing everyone. It's just true. Fuck. That's what it is fuck. They all are really fucking bad. I hate to say it. I know Obama was not born in this country. But when you watch him speak, you just get a feeling like this guy's brain works. Okay? I'm sorry to say, you hear Mitt Romney speak, you're like, these guys may be corrupt, they may have made mistakes, they may have bombed this shit, they may have done all, but you're going like, even if they're evil, their brains work. Kamala, she's just like, where's the teleprompter? How the fuck did I get here? How did this happen? How the fuck? I was the least popular candidate. How am I now going to be president? Biden's just up there going, and then you got Trump up there like a fifth grader. And then you get RFK, who did heroin for most of his life. Is nobody else seeing the fuck? Are we so gaslit by these options that we're just going, fuck, dude, fuck. Dude, fuck. Remember when we used to call George W. Bush stupid? Didn't he at least complete an Ivy League education? I mean, I'm just asking questions here. I just see a bigger problem of the lowering of the standard of American exceptionalism. Personality expert predicts Kamala Harris will win debate against Donald Trump because that's what it's about now. Because that's what it's about. And we can thank Donnie T for that. It was always a little bit like that, right? Oh, Nixon looked horrible, and since a little bit. But there was, dude, it's like when we read that article on the Patreon from before the internet. Go back and read articles from before the internet. they were much more nonpartisan and fact-based.
Or just watch old debates.
Or watch old debates, because that's what I was about to say. The old debates. How are you, sir? How's your wife? I mean, it was like, we're still Americans? I mean, dude, a bipartisan dinner party was commonplace. Having friends. My mother was as much of a limousine liberal as you can get. She was like a commie, right? And with her Fendi shoes on. But like she had Republican, like nobody thought that way. Now it's like you couldn't even, it's gotten so cantankerous. I'm just saying, this is a bigger problem. This is a bigger problem that if you pull out a little bit, what's it called? Helicopter view. If you pull out a little bit, if you just, I'm going to do the whole, I love his thing. Larry St. Clair, it's a valid question. It's a valid question. Did we do a Google search on who he was? It's a valid question. It's always, Obama smoked crack. I mean, what? I believe the guy. I mean, I'm just asking questions here. With his Amadeus laugh. So if you haven't seen the movie, you don't get that reference. The internet, just throw it out there. So helicopter view, it's an erosion of standards. It's an erosion of standards kicked off by our need for fame and money. America is just increasingly for sale. We're all for sale. You know what the first thing my agent said to me? We were talking about Mr. Good Old Tim Pool, who Russia loves, from Moscow with love. I retweeted a compilation of all the times he said we're in a civil war, and it's extensive. So he may not have known where the money was coming from, but if Russia loves your content, what does that say about your content? Remember I said last episode, it's the tone that always gives it away for me? It really is the tone. And a lot of times, Jesse pointed out, that happens, and I think I pointed out as well, that I think that happens a lot of time because of what the algorithm rewards. So you can see a lot of people doing really bottom-feeding kind of shit content. They may rationalize to themselves that they're doing some high art or whatever, but that's so they can look at themselves in the morning. But deep down, or not even that deep, they know it's just garbage, you know? It's just garbage. It's all like below prank level comedy garbage. And, but it worked in the algorithm for whatever reason. Car crash effect, people like bottlenecking for car crashes. It's the lowest form of shit that has taken over this culture, right? So let's make no mistake about that. That's what's going on. And often I think it will be revealed, and I believe this 100%. This is just the tip of the iceberg, that Russian and Chinese bots and farms of clickers are all on the internet juicing otherwise naive content creators and rewarding the most angry, the most polarizing of their content. I think we might find out that the Chinese and Russian money, known and unknown, has boosted the political commentary boom much the same way it boosted the real estate boom. People go, well, how's the real estate? Who has all this money? I don't know. Which governments have a lot of money because they steal it all from their people and then they want to spend it on being number one in the world and getting in all over the world and buying real estate all over the world? How does that happen? How does that happen? How does it happen? So the algorithm is naive. It just sees the numbers. So what I would do if I was a former KGB officer and a very smart, evil man, or a communist who wanted to be number one, is I would get in there. And use freedom against, we don't believe in freedom. We believe in authoritarianism. We think it's a better system. And I'll show you why. And I will show you why. You get in there and watch these people tear each other apart for attention. Because make no mistake, when anyone posts, they're doing it for one reason and one reason only. Make no mistake about this. It's for attention. Whatever they're putting, they want to be seen. That's what they're doing. They want attention. our culture, the American culture, has always been about fame and money. Social media sites got us hooked on the fame heroin drug. And then China said, let's copy that like they do with everything, right? You know how our companies go to China and they steal our manufacturing and then they make their own and they Canal Street that shit? That's exactly what they did with TikTok. And they gave us their synthetic fame heroin. It is fame fentanyl. Why is that? That's what's going on. That's what's going on. So a lot of these people aren't even aware that they're being juiced, but I think they're most, they're most vitriolic, they're most derisive, they're most angry, their most polarizing posts sometimes are probably being inauthentically juiced by people who go, let's get that. And so the algorithm just picks up on the numbers, right? And it's the algorithm, and then other people are being manipulated into it. And these people, they don't understand. We were conditioned from birth to be manipulated by advertisers. That's our culture, okay? We're a people that's easily manipulated by marketing techniques. If something's visible, you ever know those experiments people do when they have someone and they follow them around with a bunch of cameras and everyone starts taking pictures of the person because they just go, he must be famous. I mean, it's just that easy, right? It's just that easy. So the internet is a real shadowy place where you don't really know what's going on. And I think a lot of these people, I think genuinely didn't know that Russia or China or both was behind them. They didn't know. But I think they may look in the mirror now and be like, what was it about my content that they loved? And all they care about is this is working. So everyone searches for something to work, no matter how low it is, right? Tried this, can't compete over there, not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not informed enough. I'm not experienced enough. I'm not funny enough. I can't do the real. Let me try this. Ooh, destruction worked. Let me double down. Let me do it again and again and again and again and again and ram it down your fucking throat. Like Power Slap. Everyone knows Power Slap, not because they're watching it or it's great, but because you just fucking repeat it over and over and over again. Advertising is hijacked art to just get your brain, it's brain rape. And so that's what they've been doing. And I think we're at the tip of the iceberg. And of course, this will be viewed in an election year through political. And China and Russia will be like this, with a Nancy Pelosi clap, because the wound is too deep now. To undo this, it's too deep. And the way Russia and China are able to continue to benefit from this is social media greed. They love the engagement that it provides. They love the numbers it provides, even though it's not real. They get to go to their boards and say, look at all the people on here. And people, are they real? Shut up. They're fucking engaging. They're talking. They gotta be real. It's gotta be fucking this many people. Look at our own metrics. Then they go to their advertisers and go, look at this engaged audience. Don't you want to sell a moral Burger King Whopper here? Right? You guys are a moral company. You have commercials. You work with the system. You're not killing anyone. You're not doing any harm. Don't you want to do that? So they're using our freedom and our weaknesses against us, and they are using our thirst and addiction for attention against us. And that's just what they're doing. And they're in the shadows. And it'll be a political issue, it shows you how far we are deep down this rabbit hole, is because the right's just going to go, here's another Russiagate, and the left's going to go, see, they're going for one side. But here's the truth. Kathy Hochul's fucking one of her top aides is a Chinese spy. And you look at her going, DEI, inclusion, DEI, DEI. Black Lives Matter's biggest Facebook account was supposedly just some guy in Australia. Okay, whatever. Maybe one guy slipped through, but maybe there's more to the story, right? That whole video of the guy the guy beating his drum and the young kid in the MAGA hat. Do you remember that? Where that kid made hundreds of thousands of dollars when he sued all the media outlets? Millions. But that part didn't get a lot of news coverage, right? It was an edited video, and it came from an account, I think, in Brazil. What's going on? So former aide to Governor Hochul secretly worked for the Chinese government. So people are watching this going, Yanni, because your brain is fucking mush. Don't get me wrong. It was mush to begin with. But now it's fucking mashed potatoes with gravy. So say what you want. Yanni will be vindicated right on all this shit. And I already am. You know, I take pride in the fact that I was blocked by Dave Rubin and Candace Owens a long time ago. And I remember Tim Dillon was like, what do you say to them? It's like, they're fucking full of shit. One of them was like a liberal. She didn't even go to a good school. Like, who the fuck was this chick? A hot young liberal who did the switch and got some attention when the culture started shifting. And who was the other guy? Probably the worst comedian you've ever seen hold a microphone. And then he became a gay Republican. Not a lot of those. Got to listen to him. Stand out. Be somebody. Market. You're fucking Ronald McDonald. You're the gay guy who wants to put gays in camps. People are going to listen. Because even if you're on the right, you're going, even this gay guy says we got to do family values. A good grift. So I take pride in the fact that I was blocked by those two a long time ago. Now that one of them saying Hitler was a swell guy, and the other one was unwittingly working for the Russians. Allegedly. It's just an indictment, right? This could all be wrong, but come on. We know what's going on. That chick ain't saying much. What's her name? Lauren Chen or whatever? She ain't saying much. She ain't saying. They wouldn't have okay, maybe they would have released it for the election. That's what you're saying. I don't think Tim Pool's going to sway the election. I think, I don't know. Do you hear the money these guys were getting? It's really hard to break through people's political filters. A lot of people don't have street smarts. If someone is paying you, if some production company says, hey, we want to give you $100,000 a week or $400,000 a month or however you want to break it down, you're going, is it, I'm worth that? And then they're going, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I mean, the amount of money makes you go, and they're just going like, we love what you're doing. Keep doing, Did they know? Did they not know? Even if you don't know, you kind of do know a little bit, right? Like subconsciously, the subconscious works. The subconscious isn't the rational brain. The subconscious is kind of like, this is what's working for whatever reason. And that's what manipulators tap into is your subconscious. They break into your brain. That's what the CIA does. That's what intelligence agencies do. That's what they do. You don't know who you're working for, but you are. It's all psychological. They know more about the brain than psychiatrists, intelligence agents. And it's all true shit. All you got to do is listen to that guy with the long hair who just talks about all the CIA secrets. You're like, who is this guy? You see him all over the internet? To be honest, he's like fucking says really smart shit. And that's the thing. My skepticism is like, who is this guy and why is he allowed to just talk about the CIA and their methods like this? That's the skeptical part. I'm going, who's putting him up to that? How's he able to do that? But then I'm going like, hey, it's America. And then the other side, I don't get much red flags because he fucking nails it. He says a lot of shit where I'm going like, this guy's like kind of saying some smart shit. You ever see the guy with the long curly hair? He's like missing a tooth. He's some CIA guy. He's all over TikTok. He's all over everything. And then he's teaching some course. So I don't know what to make of anything. By the way, there's an Andrew Tate documentary coming out. Doesn't look good. I'll just say that. I saw a clip of his audio going, how did you like it when I raped you? And you didn't go unconscious. And you're like, and then the ladies in the shadows going like, I went unconscious and it doesn't look good. I think it's the BBC's doing it. So I just, and that's one of those things you hear him, it's like him, and then people are going to go, it was edited out of context. Maybe it was, maybe, I don't know. I'm just asking questions. But I'm just saying it doesn't look good. We'll find out. I look forward to seeing it or not seeing it, depending on what I'm doing that night. But it sounds like there's a pretty damning documentary coming. I don't even think those work anymore. I just think people are on the team they're making people into superheroes or villains, and we're just in a two-dimensional world, and that's just what it is. And that's fine, you know. It's just fine, you know. It's fine. Dude, once they started like coming after comics, like that's what authoritarians do. I was like, we're in deep trouble. From whatever side you come from, you come after comics, it's intimidation. That's force. Those are the people, you know, who ask these questions, make jokes about them, connect to people through humor, and like you're just going, this is what authoritarians do. You know who love to go after comics? Hitler didn't like comedy about him. He didn't like Charlie Chaplin at all. He didn't like that. He didn't like him mocking him. Remember that? He didn't like that. You think Adolf would be like, great, I was fucking dead on. I don't think he liked that. And those are people in positions of power. And when positions of power start coming after comedians, you're going like, this culture is starting to get very sick. And we are, here I am doing it. Here I am doing it. We're going to, in the fascist. Now, I'm more in the Christian Ayatollah. Did you see Russell Brand get down on his knees?
Saw that, yep. He's a God-fearing man now.
Oh, speaking to, God-fearing man, probably pulling in about what, 100K for that speaking engagement?
Oh, duck.
Hey, look, all these women are coming after you because you were less than cool when you were on drugs and you were famous. I think it's the great thing about Christians is they forgive and they don't ask a lot of questions and you're just forgiven. So good move. Pull the old Candace Owens switcheroo. I went from the fucking every nihilistic, let's fuck, to I'm a born again Christian now, pulling in a sweet fucking feat with my man Tucker. Dude, a newscaster and a formerly mainstream comedian are touring together doing arenas. And also, so is a Canadian psychologist doing arenas. People have a big appetite to hear what everyone's got to say, and they don't know who to believe. He got baptized after his sexual assault allegations. I forgive. Here's another good one. If you care a lot, if you care a real lot about what's going on with Russell Brand or any of this stuff I'm saying, like too much, how much time are you spending on the internet and what's your real life look like? If you got 50 hours to listen to Daryl Cooper, what's your real life look like? Is it good? Can it be good? I don't know. Seems like Elon Musk has plenty of time to tweet, which is confusing because he's the busiest man. Is that him or is he paying some 20-year-old kid on Adderall to just go for it? I don't know. It really seems like a 20-year-old kid on Adderall. He responds he's like in the comments. I mean, the guy's everywhere. For a guy who's got a really hefty schedule, has problems in Brazil, and I mean, he's fucking global. Like how many companies he's got? He's like on Twitter a fucking lot. Like, I'm concerned for his mental health, if that's him, but I don't think it's him. I don't think it's him. That's the fun thing about the internet too, is when you see people talking to people who aren't there. Like I just pay a kid everywhere. I'm fucking, you just done with. I'm just, fucking internet is just not a real place, and it's making everyone crazy. So people just talking to people who aren't there, and it's that's funny in and of itself. But it is driving people crazy. It's a little bit too much chaos. I think the only way you fix the internet is everyone has to be like a verified user. On like you can have your dark shit. I don't know if you want to go on. You can have that place where I don't know. But the problem is it facilitates like criminal conspiracy and human trafficking and criminal organizations hiding their money in crypto and all this shit, which has been great for the law enforcement arm. They've grown that. That's like, I'd say it's not nation. It's bubbling now, but it's going to become like, it's like getting like a lot of money is getting poured into like cybersecurity and like, because there's so much of that going on because people have found all these loopholes to fucking do shit. The good news about that for the law enforcement is it's like all fucking traceable. Like once you tap a key, you're, but I don't know if you can have a healthy internet with, you don't know who people are. Right? Why is it in real life that if someone doesn't have ID, everyone is on board with like, who, you can't do that, right? You can't just be like completely like you can't do that. People were up in arms about people still wearing masks.
You could vote.
Huh?
You could vote.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, that can't be either. That just can't be. We have to kind of get over this paranoia of or authoritarianism. Like some things you just like, you got to go, not everything is going to lead to like totalitarian dictatorship. If you have a valid ID, you need a valid ID to get on a plane. Why don't you have a valid ID? I don't know. Maybe it's security concerns about people stealing your shit. I'm not getting into it. I'm not smart enough. I'm just saying it's a problem. I'm not saying I have the solution. I'm just saying it's a problem that people can have multiple accounts and fucking the whole world could get in there and VPNs and you don't know. It's a problem. But I also see like people want to be anonymous too. They want to look at porn and they don't want people to know. So that's probably the real concern. It's like, look, I don't want you to know what I'm looking at. So that's probably why the people who are really against that, they're probably like, I don't want anyone to know what my porn history is. I mean, look, I don't have the solutions. It's up for debate, but I do know that it has facilitated a big problem online with a lot of, when you do helicopter view of some of the global problems and criminal conspiracies and human trafficking, it really has helped. I mean, let's be honest. Telegram has helped those people as well. They've helped pro-democracy protesters. That's great, I guess. I don't know too much about it. But it has really helped criminals to conspire in their private little rooms, up to 200,000 people. Who the fuck is getting 200,000 people to talk about chess? But anyway, I don't know. These are challenging issues for our time. It's a new technology. Humanity is right on cue. A new great technology came along. It was great for a couple of years until everyone realized what they can do with it for bad reasons. That's what humans do. So same old story, same new technology. I mean, new technology, same old story. Maybe the name of the episode. I don't know. But what advice can I give you? Stay woke. Just, no, you know what it really is? Keep your empathy. Keep your sense of humor. Because, like my dad said, anything too stiff snaps. And that's what he would say. So he would say, John, stay loose like a goose because anything too stiff snaps. And sense of humor for me has always been a hint from the beyond. God was always found for me in laughter and orgasms, but laughter. I mean, coming's great. Every time I come, I'm like, Jesus is close. But laughter, it's a hint from the beyond. Never lose your sense of humor. Stay loose like a goose and have fun. And like the great Patrice O'Neill said, have your opinions, but don't let your opinions have you. Rest in peace. All right, as always, want to give a shout out to exclusiveautoshipping.com. This is as straightforward a company as you can get, dude. All right? If you need to buy a car from out of state, if you buy a used car out of state, or you're moving and you need to move your car, you hit up exclusiveautoshipping.com. Get a free quote. Student military discounts apply. Exclusiveautoshipping.com. Appreciate you, Jared Z. For the free.art, music in Hawaii. It's an organization dedicated to providing artists from Hawaii a place to develop their craft. They host free shows and post music by local artists, so check it out. For the free.art. NateLinder.com for your digital marketing needs. Think marketing, think Nate Linder. DisplayPros.net. If you're building a custom trade booth, retail fixture, or you need some promotional items, hit up DisplayPros.net. Get 10% off if you say that Yanni sent you. Simple. You need a service? Here it is. Rebels-Raiders.com. If you are in a paramilitary group and you need some military packs, load-bearing equipment, magazine holsters, and stuff like that. You know, like Mickey Mouse dolls or hummus. You know what he means by stuff like that. Anything in the war genre. He's got it. But also he's got goat shirts and mysterious disappeared backpacks that are gone. He's working on them. But they're in development. They're in development. It sounds like my contractor. And go, well, be there in a second. Rebels-Raiders.com. Go check out. It's a fun site to peruse. We love the guy. He's going to light a Lamborghini on fire with all your money. Suds Auto Spa, Bridgeville, south of Pittsburgh. Clean car freaks dream. car capsule units, ceramic coatings, paint protection, all that deal. Call them up, 412-564-5033, info@sudsautospot.com. They will travel. The bigger the job, the farther they will travel, but they're in south of Pittsburgh area. And they do storage assets, keep your car dust-free, safe. They'll clean your car out. Go to their Instagram. Check it out. Very cool car porn @suds_auto_spa. PCB Tech Art. As always, thank you guys. Go over to PCB Tech Art. Check out their Chevy Silverado GMC Sierra slim phone charge adapters on their website or Amazon that keep you powered up on the go, ensuring you're always connected. If you're ready to innovate, PCB Tech Art offers 3D printing services for prototypes. And they will bring your idea to life with precision and speed. If you're promoting your biz, you need golf. What are those customizable ball markers for golf or your business, whatever you need, go to PCBTechArt.com. Yannis 10 for 10% off your order. Very simple, very nice.